Hello everyone and welcome. This is Emily Kimmy with EMK Creations, and I am just going to walk you through how I make these 3-panel or 3-strip cards. I had done a reel, but I know some people prefer the long form video, so thought I would just walk you through it and give you some pointers. I love this design because a few different reasons. It lets me show off my designer series paper, my DSP, and lots of, multiple of the patterns, but also you can quickly make 3 cards at one time if you want. So I'm going to show you what you're going to need. You're going to want to pick designer series paper that coordinates, that you can get multiple sheets from. So I did these 3. This is part of the Homemade Sweetness paper and Sweet, which I'm absolutely in love with. But the key is you pick 3 pieces. I did 3 by 4, and then I'll be matting it on a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch piece. So when you get them, you want to stack them all together, and then you're going to put them in your trimmer. And I don't measure anything. I am just, because they're all going to be lined up, and because you're going to cut them all at once, everything's going to work out. So you're going to put them in, and I just do it at an angle, and I cut it. So now I've got my top pieces, and then I take it and I turn it. And again, just kind of eyeball and look so that you're going to get angled pieces. And I'm going to cut that. And now we are going to have 3 sets of 3. And then you're going to spread them out and mix and match them. So the idea is that you get 1 of each pattern on each card, and then you can make 3 of them at once. From there, it's again pretty simple. Grab your base that I mentioned, so 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. One thing I will point out that you can do is you could die cut out of the middle of this, because you're going to be covering it and we're not going to leave any space in between. I had already had this cut out, so I just went ahead and left it for now, but it's a good way to preserve or get more use out of your paper, if you will, stretch your materials. And then you're just going to line it up so that you have about that 1/8 of an inch border around it. You're just lining them up together. Like I said, it's a pretty easy concept and design. So there we go. And then if you want to, next up, now another thing you could do is mount it on another piece here if you wanted another border to show. I was going to see, yes, I have one right here that I did. So you could do that, which would be 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, because each time you're just going to go up by 1/4 inch to give that little bit of a edge there. So that's another thing you can do if you wanted to. This one I'm just going to go ahead and leave. And then I'm going to show you the other products in this suite because they're just so cute. So we're going to put that on here. All right, so you have a few different die options. I'm going to show you this here. So these labels are what I use. There is another one here too. And then you've got your strawberry, your blueberries, and this is what makes the actual jar. So this jar here in the stamp set can be cut out by this piece here, and you can either just do 1 piece of it, or you can turn it into its own card. It will open. It's got the score line there in the middle that would come off with it. But you've got these adorable little sayings you can use, and it's just a super fun set. You do have a little lid, a ribbon you can put on it, and then there is another piece. Oh, and you got the top to like a spoon, so you could have that sticking out of the jar like it was a honey spoon or a jam knife spoon, whatever you wanted to use it for. There is another set that goes and coordinates with this, because there is a scrapbooking workshop kit. So there is another one that has more fruit pieces in it, which I did not have out right now to show you, but it's another really fun one. So take a look at this. They are brand new online exclusives that just released. And again, you can do this design with any of your papers to get 3 cards at one time. So let me know what you think of it, and if you try it, I always love to see what you do. Until next time, thanks.